All right, welcome back from that commercial to AGDQ 2015. I'm going to go ahead and hand over to the new host. Stars are aligned. Thank you all very much, and enjoy Umihara Kawase. I'm not good with that name.
It's on the DS and the DS, like, sequels.
And there's one on the PlayStation 2, but I don't know about. That's just a shoe in the different game, yeah.
It's like a remake of the
Yeah.
DS? Is it? I know it includes this game, but I'm not sure. It had, like, new levels, too. And then there's, like, the PSX version.
Thank you, Gabe.
Just to prepare you, I am going to be breathing very heavily at the beginning, and so I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, alright.
All right, welcome back to AGDQ 2015. I am Stars Are Aligned, and I will be your host for Tetris Grandmasters. And the game that's up next, I can't pronounce the name. I will go ahead and read a couple comments here while we are doing some setup. Bears Are Scary donates $25 and says, Kirby Superstar holds a special place in my heart.
Right.
Seeing you guys dominate it has made my week. Keep it up, guys. You're all incredible.
I should go to the tadpole door. Donation incentive.
Yeah.
3-minute auto scroller. Yeah.
SM Buy
What's that?
donates $20. It says, greetings from SM Buy.
Okay,
This $20 to my man Used Pizza, who is one of the 3 people following me on Twitter. Kirby Hype. Win this race and win a used pizza. P.S. You better pick OOT Child blindfolded or save the animals.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so please bear with me and listen closely, because there's a lot to say about this game and not a lot of time to say it in. Umihara Kawase is a wonderful Super Famicom game about a little girl, her backpack, and her fishing hook who are on a mission to go through a bunch of doors in hopes that they find a door that will bring them true happiness. There are 49 total stages in the game, but because each stage has multiple exits, you cannot visit all of them in a single playthrough. In fact, you can only visit at most 26 of them, and a speedrun visits 9. What makes Umihara Kawase so splendiferous are its grapple mechanics. While you can only launch the hook in 8 different directions, once it's attached to something, the line becomes extremely flexible and you have total freedom over how you move. There's enough flexibility that it makes a casual playthrough tricky and a speedrun exceedingly difficult. As you progress through the game, you're met with an array of wacky fish-like enemies, ranging from guppies to eels to octopi to seahorses to frogs to giant tadpoles to snails to buckets to sea anemones to whatever else I missed. Most of these enemies kill you on contact and force you to start the level over, but some of them simply stun you, which inevitably either sends you flying off the edge or leaves you open for something else to kill you. To bypass them, you can either stun them with your fishing hook and put them in your backpack for sweet, sweet points, or avoid them entirely. Oh. Now at this particular juncture, I'd like to return to the overall layout of the game. I mentioned before that there are 49 total stages in this game, but what I didn't mention is that 4 of them contain doors which beat the game when you exit them. One of those 4 stages cannot be accessed via a door like the others, and has various criteria that need to be fulfilled before it can be visited, such as playing the game for 30 minutes or more. Believe it or not, there are also 6 boss levels in the game. BJW will be visiting one which features a giant seahorse, but you'll need to look closely for it, because you won't be seeing it for long. Some of the others can be defeated in some way, and some need to just be waited out while they act out a pattern while the exit door unlocks. These types take an exorbitant amount of time, sometimes in excess of 2 minutes each, so you won't be seeing them in a speedrun. I hope you've enjoyed the run so far, and so does BJW. Right, BJW?
Yes, dude,
Okay.
yes.
I want you to know that every single time he hooks a wall and follows up with a death-defying leap or climb up onto a ledge, it requires a very precise series of inputs, and the slightest miscalculation could send him hurtling into a pit or enemy. You should try it out sometime and see for yourself just how hard it is. In case you were wondering, BJW holds the record for this game at 2:12. The fastest task completes it in what?
I do not.
Oh, who holds the record for this game?
Surprise.
Who holds the record for this game?
It's Keen Shoulder with
Okay.
a 159.
With a 159. The fastest task completes it in 146 using the same route, but due to the precise mechanics, even an experienced meme lord speedrunner like BJW will never be able to achieve that. There are actually 2 sequels to this game. One is Umihara Kawase Shun for the PlayStation. Oh. And the other is Sayonara Umihara Kawase for the 3DS. Both of them feature similar gameplay to the first. Let's hope that the name of the 3DS game doesn't mean that this is the last we'll see of Little Umihara's wacky adventures. Well, you should be seeing the credits by now. If you do, then congratulations BJW on a great run. But if you don't, then it means the speedrun is terrible, and we'll probably need to consider mercy killing it. Fish, dude. There's not too much else to say about this game, but it's really an underrated gem, and all kidding aside, BJW is pretty good at it, and is a stand-up guy to boot. So seriously, this game is really, really good. It's a really, really hard speedrun, and despite its really short length, it's incredibly difficult, just because the grapple mechanics make it so incredibly hard. This is the second to last level, so it is almost over, and the last level is very brief. It's a very, very difficult game. Yeah,
Get ready on time.
Yeah.
Last level coming up. Time.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Thanks, dude.
406.
No, please. No. All BJW.
Thank you, Blecky, for the commentary.
No. Good run.
Thank you.
Good man, bad fish.
Yep, we're
Yep.
done.
All right, give it up one more time for BJW and the wonderful couch commentary with Umihara Kawase. And at this time, I would like to just do a couple of reminders on some bid wars that are coming up for Shovel Knight. There is a bid war for armor color. Currently, pink is in the lead with $575, and yellow is at $376.71. And the file name bid war for Shovel Knight in the lead is M. Sapin with $557. Second is Shove It at a distant $156. And coming up next will be the Tetris Grandmaster exhibition with Klex and Friends. And while we set up for that, I've got a couple donations here. OMG, it's ADDQ, donates $5. Says, finally, I'm watching a live ADDQ and it's amazing. Been watching the YouTube videos and I've waited for an opportunity to enjoy and be a part of this great cause. Watched Countdown's run of my favorite Kirby game of all time, and when I heard there'd be on this time, I had to donate. Great run, Oxbus, and use pizza. Awesome. Sorry I can't donate much more. Zero/DPX donates $25 and says, fourth day, fourth donation. Shut up and take my money.